here if I'm upstairs like that again. All you have to do. I'm gonna say gelato.
To be honest, it's more charming.
It's partially gelato, at least. Where the hell is this going on? I'm stoned. Welcome back to another Stay Lifted. Oh, dude, I've done that. Oh, crap.
Oh, yeah.
That's fine. All right. A little lighting issue fix right there. Welcome back to another Stay Lifted 420 session. And we have Zach in the studio today. Woo-hoo. For a 420 session. So we are going to start off by smoking. I guess they want to do some dabs. So I'm going to brew them some dabs while we talk about the weed. Where's Carb Cap?
Right now, right there.
Well, you can put on your Carb Cap afterwards. So right now, everyone is hitting what?
It's from Mad Dab, and it's called Champion Extracts Pull and Snap Slurricane. Slurricane, sorry.
Slurricane. All right, Zach.
Little Lisa's animal slurry.
Tasty, right?
Of course, all of our equipment comes from our good friends over at Liquid Chrome,
Thank you, sir.
including Ryan's Legendary Glass, my Gangster Glass, and Zach's Morley. Yeah, but where is my Gangster Glass? Oh, it's all the way over there. I'll grab that in a minute. Actually, would you mind grabbing me the one with the knife on it? And again.
Thank you, Liquid Chrome.
I thought we were actually attempting to follow that.
To all our viewers at home, Spider-Man's out.
Yeah, HD.
Just right to the illegal download stuff, eh?
I thought it was a digital release.
No.
Oh, no.
No, it's on the seas, but it's up
Yeah,
on
you
the
have
high
to
seas.
go on the Pirate Bay.
Well, I mean, we never say a website anywhere, but I mean, yeah, it's on the high seas, but it is not a legal copy, so I'm not watching it, of course.
I'm even more excited. Got it early.
I didn't take a look, so I couldn't find it to download yet. He just had it on his site, which is weird.
Yeah, it's HD rip, so it will be HD. in a
From
couple
where? There's nothing for it to rip to unless
It's
a theater
best
employee.
quality.
I don't understand how a theater employee hasn't done this yet, but I guess it's all marked to make sure they know who has what, right?
It is watermarked, and that's how. Quite a while ago,
Well,
they caught someone that was like he was like one of 6 people that at the level he was at where he was the one that was releasing them all.
For nothing though, like there's no money in torrents. I guess if you own the site, you're releasing them under the ads.
Spider-Man HD, and it's perfect quality check.
That's amazing.
So yes. Today we're doing weed versus weed as usual. We're starting off with some dabs, inspired by our good friends over at 420 Sesh.
Oh yeah, did you want the?
That was really good.
Did you grab it? Oh.
Yeah, I already got myself some.
Oh yeah, yes.
But I gotta do mine like old hot knife style.
Can I see the bag for that shatter?
Absolutely.
That was really good.
It is. Yeah, it stays.
It comes from our sponsor, so we can get it anytime.
Champion extracts.
I get one cannabis cup or something. You say?
It has one a cannabis cup. Before
Yeah.
this.
Slurricane, right? I love that name.
Cannabis cups though there's been like,
There's multiple.
there's like
yeah.
oh, but not only is there multiple, there's also like 300 categories now.
Oh yeah, I could imagine.
Ryan, would you mind if I had a little bit more?
Dude,
Yeah,
you
I
can
know.
take the rest of the pack home if you want. Oh, you don't smoke at home.
Yeah, it isn't.
Well, now I want to, but
I will send you home the dab break today.
hey man, I've already taken home VI. Just one horrible crippling addiction at a time.
Getting this thing right hot. We're doing hot dabs.
Well, I guess we're doing. That's what we should have done. 3 different dabs.
You can't. You
Normally
can't. We can't.
I can't. But today I
Lately,
want
you've
to.
been able to. You can't. All that would be a 45 minutes you coughing off camera or coughing on camera directly at the microphone without covering your mouth.
Oh, we don't have to hit big ones. Like I didn't cough at the last one. That was pretty decent size.
All right. All right.
Yeah,
well, next
I'm
week
just
we'll
thinking
do
of
dab
something,
versus dab.
Yeah, that's an idea.
No, that's all right.
Since we're in different weeds.
Is it 420 yet, or are we just smoking like crazy?
8 minutes and we still have to get through 3 bowls.
Oh my god. This is a good one.
So our first weed is gelato.
Pegasus. It's not my ass.
It's probably a little bit of swamp weed, but I think it's primarily gelato.
Is there a torch I can use?
Oh, okay, sir.
Yep. Oh, you don't clean it. You'll learn. It does taste good. Oh. All right, I'll pack the first round of bowls.
I really like this Slurricane.
It is really good.
All right, Ryan.
It's my favorite one.
After you guys hit these, you got to hit 3 bowls by 420 on 8 minutes.
Oh, jeez.
You're probably hot enough. Climbing the
I will
walls.
grab that
Torch.
Sorry about that.
No, the problem.
There you go. All right. So what happened in movies today? It has been reported that Kirsten Dunst is reported by was it Geekosity? No,
no, it's
Punk Beast.
Punk Beast.
Punk Beast scoop today that Kirsten Dunst is going to be returning returning back to the
Toby
Spider-Verse as Mary Jane Watson. Further, obviously confirming that Toby and Andrew are going to be coming back for their own new portrayals.
I've made a horrible mistake.
Yeah. Ryan's like, see, I'm not coughing, sir. Everyone do a bowl then? Zach's gonna die. Zach's like, fuck this up. Can you grab lighters off that tray?
Yeah.
Here, Zach, I'll pour you a drink while you're gone.
There you go. Too much slurricane. He's gonna be slurring the words soon.
Yeah.
Man, that is popping up like every Coke commercial I've ever seen, and I don't think that's supposed to happen in nature. No, I'm kidding. Oh yeah, Zach's gonna die over there. So Ryan and I are gonna hit the first bullets because I don't think Zach's coming back right away.
What's this one called?
This is gelato, although it was probably a little bit of
Amazing.
swamp weed.
Swamp weed gelato.
Oh my goodness.
There we have it for our first round. That was very delicious. Yeah, so with Kirsten Dunst coming back, that all but confirms. Oh, again,
Yeah.
thank you from our sponsor,
Thank you, Mad
Mad
Dab.
Dab Labs. Check them out at maddablabs.com. They hooked us up, as well as Liquid Chrome for all of our fancy gear, which I have to take that down to see. Perfect. Zach, how'd that taste?
Oh, it's very good, but Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
Lapping water from a sink.
I'm okay.
Um,
And Kirsten Dunst was one of my biggest crushes. I loved her as Mary Jane back in the day.
If I had to pick one to die, it probably would have been her.
Oh, she
You didn't like her at all?
Well, I mean, I just really like Emma Watson. No, not is it? Yeah, Emma Watson, right? Yeah.
The new one?
Gwen Stacy.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I've never liked any of the Mary Jane.
Emma Stone, I think.
Even a
Emma
10th is
Emma Stone, sorry,
Emma
yeah.
Stone, yeah.
Emma Stone. I really, really like Emma Stone as Gwen Stacy, but I mean, I like Emma Stone and everything she does. She's just so funny. She's so smooth. She's such a good actress.
That's strong.
So yeah, I give her
I'm
tons
so-
of credit.
The opposite, but also Kirsten Dunst was like one of my top 10 crushes ever. So it's
Oh,
hard
there.
for her to compare to any.
Do you remember?
But again,
Oh,
she's not an MJ. She's an MJ. Kirsten Dunst is an MJ.
Yeah.
Emma Stone is a
Oh, I
Gwen
meant
Stacy.
for any love interest for Spider-Man.
Did you watch her in Jumanji and
No.
Small Soldiers growing up?
Wait, what? She's in Jumanji? Oh, right. She is the older sister.
Yeah. Oh,
I never really liked her that much, to be honest.
She was just my thing.
Yeah, you got a seemingly like a specific taste in women.
Do I?
Well, I mean, in your celebrities, because the other one was Chad Kroger's cum sponge. I'm always just looking for an excuse to say those exact words. Oh, well, thank you.
Thank you.
Voon FYI. I don't know what that means. But the only other, not much else going. Well, I mean, there's a ton constantly going on. Just we kind of cover it day by day as we go. So
Sorry, back to Chad Kroger's cum sponge.
yes, Avril Lavigne.
Yeah, you've heard the rumor that she's been replaced.
As Chad Kroger's cum sponge.
No, that the
Oh, that she's dead and she's
There's a
robot
lookalike.
clone, whatever. Yeah. The Hillary Clinton theory.
is there one about Hillary?
Yeah, she died during the primaries, the year she ran
I've seen
of
it for-
pneumonia, and like a week, like she was like carried off stage dead of pneumonia, and then like 2 days later, she is the healthiest looking 70-year-old woman you've ever fucking seen. And there's another woman who like used to have a Instagram page that was all about looking like her, and she just disappeared from existence apparently. But I mean, I'm sure this is either easily quantifiable or easily
Yeah.
falsified.
They do it with Biden too, but I have seen some.
Oh my
side-by-sides.
god! If they were going to do it with Biden, they'd be doing it with someone a little more coherent, wouldn't they? Oh, I don't mind talking about American
I've
politics all
seen
you want. They're
side-by-side
just weird.
pictures of Biden though. And it's like, yeah, that actually kind of does look like someone different. But I'm sure it's like plastic surgery. or
Whereas
something.
if you research the Hillary Clinton one, she kind of just you're like, no, like wow, that might actually be real. But then you're like, well, why wouldn't they have her win then? They're going to go to all the trouble of replacing. I guess if the Liberal Party replaces her, they don't really have like I don't know.
And the Queen too. The Queen's been gone for months. Everyone says she's dead, and they're going to announce it like past the 100-year anniversary or something. There's like some anniversary that she might have just missed by dying early, and she hasn't been seen in public.
I need
at
to
all.
know if she's dead or not because I need to know if I can still say bad things about her.
The husband is. He died very
But
soon.
we're 1 minute away from 420 there,
Well,
guys.
for about
I'm gonna-
3 months, they've been saying it's going to be announced in February because I don't know, it makes sense politically. So we'll see.
We'll jump right over into the. Zach's still packed from the first round.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you still gotta hit your gelato.
I am so fucking high from those.
Yeah, now you got to hit bongo
Yeah,
time in
there's
a
a swamp
minute.
weed gelato. All right, from our sponsor Mad Dab. Thank you, Mad Dab. Zach is about to hit that swamp weed gelato.
Mad Dab, and yeah, it's coming up on bongo time. Everyone got a lighter? Yep,
Oh, yeah,
perfect.
we're good. What are we hitting, Barry?
We are hitting Wild Sherb,
Oh, nice.
which is finally here in full-size bags because we've been hitting these little sample packs forever. So we're hitting the full-size bags now from Mad Dab Labs, officially released. Check them out at maddablabs.com.
Good stuff.
It's not 420 yet.
It is 420.
There we go. That's nice.
Now as Zach goes to sleep for once. Well, if you're at all, well, while he's catching his breath, let's actually show you. Let's show you some ducks. We might have needed a bigger segue video for Zach. As he leaves again.
Baby Love Crew.
Hashtag Baby Lund Crew. Zach is he's not only a member, he's also a president. Or he's not only the president, he's also a member. Oh man. So we have we have unearthed and well, okay, you have unearthed a lot of theories and potential scoops today, and I have spent way too much of my day falsifying them.
All right, there's one thing.
Do you want to talk about a couple of the ones that you called out today that I had to go then find the truth?
One thing I wanted to talk about is we haven't really talked about it yet. Is the DC releases that's coming out this year?
Oh no, I just want to talk about the ones that you were wrong about today. That I had to spend like 45 minutes of theory trying to like, no, that's not right. What? I haven't heard that. So first it was at Margot Robbie, which is it is a rumor, but it's fairly. I don't think it's going to happen that they're not crossing over these universes.
Okay.
I know Flashpoint's going to connect it all, so maybe I don't know, man. But
because in the cast, her and Matthew McConaughey are announced, so I don't know.
But they're not on IMDb, and I haven't been able to find a logical. I haven't been able to find a good quality snoop on it yet. Okay. So I'm gonna call that one probably not, or maybe you just got first time. Maybe you had the information first. Maybe. So here you go, guys. Maybe Ryan scooped the whole world. But the rumors have been around for a long time. But there's nothing new that I have found. So, and I think they were more around when they were concepting the Batman and they were considering having it part of the DCEU. Like, yeah. And then I think there was a definitive, nope, this is a standalone film. And then HBO asked if they could do a Gordon series again, which I'm like, do we really need a second TV show about Gordon?
Yeah, I think the one was good enough. It was good at the time, but once it ended, it ended.
When did Captain Detective Commissioner Gordon become such a fucking popular character? Like,
yeah, like the most I was interested was watching Batman grow up. I would have liked to see more Batman, if anything. Growing up.
Well, I mean, okay, so Gotham was pretty brilliant.
Did some crime. Well, we didn't get to see the whole, but I was hoping if they're going to continue it, at least do from like where they left off.
Well, I mean, okay, so what if? No, it can't be because Gordon's a white guy. I was about to say, what if this Batman is that Batman grown up? But I'm like, it can't be because Gordon's a white dude.
Yeah.
In this, whereas, oh man, the guy from Westworld is playing Gordon in the Batman.
The Batman.
What's the guy's name?
I'm not sure which guy from Westworld you're referring to.
Like the overall designer. Yeah, like he designed it all, but then you find out. I don't want to spoil anything. Yeah, okay. You find out in season 2 he's a robot, but you kind of figured the whole time. But
is he black?
Yeah.
Bernard.
Yeah, Bernard. I couldn't remember his name. I just finished out season 3 too, which leads on a cliffhanger, and I'm a fuck partner with you involving him. Ha 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 ha! Yeah. See, at least you know one thing about it. Watch it. I really want to talk about season 3 with somebody. Can either of you just finish season 3? Westworld is just they push boundaries in certain ways that are still corporate but look great and kind of leave you going, we're fucked.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, the first release date that I want to talk about was DC was Batman, and it's supposed to be coming out in March. So far.
They haven't officially announced the delay as far as I know.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's the number one DC property I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
And I think it's because DC just came out and said, much like the Joker, this is going to be on its own. It's going to be alone. We're not trying, because as we argued about or debated about so much yesterday, I'm actually already multiverse down. There's a lot of them going on. It's a lot of properties, and I just like really good standalone films sometimes.
See, I guess I would just like this. This is the Robert Pattinson Batman.
Yeah.
Just to have it somehow in the lore connected to the multiverse. You know what? It's just off its own dimension.
Well, then you can just in your mind assume it is because it's a multiverse. There's no one's found his version, and he can't get out yet. So
It'd just be cool if there's some sort of.
and they can retcon it later.
Yeah.
Just please don't leave it. I don't want to see a post-credit adding him. I don't want to see hope that he's coming back. I want to see a finalized story. And I actually theorize that they're going to kill him.
Robert Pattinson.
They're going to kill the Batman.
That would be cool. I've never
But
seen that.
okay,
No.
oh yeah, Batman dies.
In which one? Well, maybe Christian Bale at the end, I think.
Well, that's like he gets replaced by Nightwing and Dick Grayson and
I mean, in the
Robin.
movies.
Oh no, he hasn't actually died in the movies yet. No. Oh yeah. Okay, people say he's Batman. He would have got away, but I'm like, he drove a nuke into the sun. Shut up. Into the sun, into the sunset.
Oh,
like,
he could have ejected it. We didn't see it.
No,
That's what they do with Batman.
no, I know, but there's no.
But that's why it would be
he
great to have a
came back
movie.
without knowing what was going on. He did not build a suit made of lead. He did not have a bunker under the water.
But that's
Just
what Batman
please let him be
known-
dead.
Yes, I agree, but that's what he's known for getting out of.
And they honestly, that is the only one I want to see fucking continue. Don't you agree? Like they end with Dick Grayson walking into Wayne Manor, and he's about to figure everything out, and we're like, "Where's that movie?" Like, I want to see the continuation of that one with the three named dude.
But what I wanted to say is,
Oh,
I
sorry.
would like to see something where you actually see him dead. Like, yep, here's his corpse.
Yeah.
It's not a fake.
Finalized. And I think Robert Pattinson is going to be that. I think that
That would be cool,
okay, so
especially since it's him.
the trailer kind of makes me feel like he's not the good guy. So there's this storyline involving the owls, the Guardians, and they're kind of just like an underground. They're another secret organization that runs the world.
And
And
you said owls, I started thinking of Twilight. There's owls in Twilight.
no, but there's owls and Batman. So they always have one character that's called the Talon, I think, and he's the enforcer for the owls, whether he knows it or not.
How do you know Twilight doesn't have an owls? Because I don't.
I've seen
Oh
every Twilight but the last one.
man! All right.
My roommate had her wisdom teeth pulled, and I said, "What do you want to do all day?" She's like, "I want to drink your oil, which is the tincture I make, and I want to watch Twilight movies." I said, "Whatever you want." So I made her soup, and she watched Twilight movies, and I hung out with her. And by the last one, I was mildly, 3% interested in what happened next, but obviously not enough to ever watch the last one on my own. They're horrible. Like, there's no redeeming qualities in most of them. The only handful of actors that do good in them, they kill off.
Is it written for teen girls?
It's porn for 11-year-olds. It's sexualizing young.
Yeah.
It's really weird. Like one of the sorry to get way off topic and talk about Twilight, but one of the most weirdest parts that happened. Have you seen Twilight?
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't seen any of them.
So the first couple movies, I think somehow are they set up the wolf and the vampire as love interests to the straight-faced girl. And she inevitably picks the vampire. But then after the vampire knocks her up, the wolf's like, "Hey, I'm going to marry your kid. That's why I was in love with you, because I knew I was going to, and then it kind of like pees on the kid when it's born, and that's going to be his wife. Even though he's technically the same age as mom. And the dad's like $1 million. Yeah, figure all that out. And then Dakota Fanning is like an 8-year-old in it, and
Oh, I didn't
she
know
rules
she was in
everything.
it.
Yeah. She's like the queen vampire. I don't know. I didn't see the last movie. She comes in a premonition at
She's
the
the
last one, the
queen?
second last one. Oh, and then I think, if I remember the
she's
second last
she's
one.
a young vampire, but she's like thousands of years
I
old. or
really
something.
don't know, because she comes in kind of like a premonition at the end of the second last one, and I didn't watch the last one. But apparently she's really important in the last one. She's some
It's
sort
like,
of child
you know,
queen.
Maybe it's getting overused, but the child eternal.
Well, at least the Eternals are straight. The writers, Jack Kirby, was straight up about where he was stealing the character. He named it after the character all these other characters are based on.
But I meant just in general a child that gets frozen in age, but they're thousands of years old. So
They're all based on this one character that, like, they're all that character arc or that character type is all based on the really, really old. What the fuck is their name from Eternals? The one that becomes a real girl.
Right?
Sprite. Yeah, that the original
Right, yeah.
depiction of Sprite from 10,000 or 5,000 years ago.
Oh,
or
and
whatever.
then Umbrella Academy has that kid.
That's probably like
Yeah.
it's all retellings of the Sprite
So new
archetype.
season comes out soon in March.
Yeah. You didn't happen to watch Seth Rogen's episode of Hot Ones?
No,
did you?
I forgot about it by the time I got home.
So I did, and I don't want to spoil. Oh,
We talk about it Monday.
nah, okay. It's just he sells the boys pretty hard.
Oh, okay.
In terms of like, how are you not going to watch it after hearing someone you like talk about it? And
I'm
it's not-
hoping this will make me like him again. He got a little hoary with it. Not to call him out, like he's a great dude, I'm sure, but I stopped. I unfollowed him on a couple things. I got tired of him hucking weed.
I enjoy. Oh, he doesn't mention it at all.
Oh, wicked! That's fantastic.
He doesn't try and sell anything in that sense.
Except for the boys.
He's talking about it as a passion project
Oh.
and how he got involved.
Is it like 23 minutes straight of his laugh?
I guess his laughs in there, but it didn't annoy me.
How do you feel about Seth Rogen's laugh?
Yeah, he does that a few times.
Yeah, it's just a classic stoner laugh. Bitch.
Yeah. But I have a lot of issues with Seth Rogen, but I just watched this as a blank slate. I'm like, yeah, it was a good episode.
What problems could you have with Seth Rogen?
Oh, you missed the controversies he did. I think I told you a little bit. He's just basically now an out of touch millionaire, and the things he tweets was like, you can look into the specifics, but people are saying, hey, Los Angeles is a shithole. He's like, no, it's not. And then they're like, my car got broken into. And he's like, my car's been broken into 15 times. Like, it's not a big deal. And sometimes the thieves leave nice things, and I keep them. It's cool. And then he did something else that was crazy like that. And people
You
are
got
like,
to imagine though, he's got to be doing that satirically at some level.
yeah.
I just can't imagine him of all people becoming that far out of touch. Although, I mean, that's what This Is the End is all about.
Oh, and then him and Sarah Silverman did this Christmas special TV series. I think it was a cartoon. And it's literally the lowest rated IMDb thing ever.
Ooh.
And it was apparently the content was really bad and it was super anti-Christmas and shit on everything. And people just didn't like it. And he
That sounds
tweeted something
awesome.
like, and that's what you think people would be like, yes, this is great. But apparently it's not. Like, apparently it is a level of.
Oh, I feel like we have to watch this and discuss it during a 420 session.
And he tweeted, like, I'm not going to get it exactly right, but he basically said, if you don't like this, you're a white supremacist. It was something like that.
Mm.
Again, I've always found his commentary to be fairly jokingly satirical. Like,
So find a channel you like that analyzed it because it was. A huge
oh.
story.
all right, who's ready for the third weed?
I am.
A little gorilla cake.
But you will have a hard time finding.
Anybody with a positive viewing of it?
Well, you will not have a positive viewing if you read it yourself.
True.
What was it? So
We're
yeah,
on
the
to the
next
middle.
DC release that we got coming out in July is Black Adam, starring Dwayne Johnson, The Rock.
I
As
really
Black
don't know
Adam.
if I'm looking forward to this one at all.
It looks kind of cool.
It's a
There hasn't been a
continuation of the
trailer
Shazam
that I
story,
can see
right?
come out, but there is a concept trailer art of
Yeah, there
Dwayne
is.
Johnson's narrating
He
it.
kills all those people in that room.
There is.
Like he
I haven't
gets
seen it.
summoned or
I
something.
can't
or
watch it right now.
He breaks
Well, I guess
out
we
of a.
can.
I thought that's the only one I could find.
It's
on.
something like-
Maybe not.
This team is messing with artifacts, and he breaks out of something, and then he kills a bunch of people in a really cool way.
Are they messing with the artifacts in the jungle?
No, it was in a temple or something.
In the jungle?
I know
It's got to be in the jungle.
a high number of jungle movies, like an insanely high number.
Almost every movie has a jungle scene in it, at least. Even Fast and the Furious. Like when he did Hobbs and Shaw.
Man, he posts a lot of Instagram videos of him and Kevin Hart.
Yeah, there's no
behind
real
the
ones.
scenes,
I
just
don't
messing
think.
around, and man,
When did
they
you
look
see?
like they have a pretty good time.
Yeah,
Or they have really good social media writers.
Oh, that too. But I mean, they're pranking each other and shit. Like you're like, okay, if they're faking that, then what's the point? Like you would just have fun faking it.
True enough. But I mean, I still feel like they're being handed scripts. I feel like they're being handed setups. But I mean,
Watch
we're
something.
no different, so I'm not judging them on that.
I don't think they need it.
Well, Kevin. Well, I mean, he's a comedian. Like I've watched some of the stuff, and I'm just like, it's not really funny.
It's more like the pranks that I like because they mess with each other in fun ways that ends up getting doused with water or something like that.
Oh, I haven't really seen anything that I found over there. Like, there's a couple of stuff I'm going to started, but I'm like, all right, like, are you two a permanent team now, or?
Oh, they're like a married couple. They really are.
Are you watching?
It's
full
just the
trailer?
concept, though. There's no official trailer.
I swear I saw something. I'll try and find
it's all
it.
just fandom stuff.
Well, whatever I'm
See
picturing.
But
Maybe
yeah, I did.
Just see
Dwayne
it
Johnson
official.
does narrate one. It's kind of cool to
Just
look
see
at the
it.
concept one.
I'll find what I was thinking of because I have a vision of it.
Official
And then I'll send it to
Black
you.
Adam.
Yeah, this is the one I watched. It's just Dwayne Johnson narrating it, and it's concept art.
Oh, okay.
It's not real.
Now I'm curious what I saw. Maybe it was another cool movie.
Like they could have shown like
Well,
a
you-
clip of something, but
Their fans are getting really like. Ryan's like, oh, check out this Thor thing, and I watched. I'm like, but every scene in this is from the first two movies so far. But it took me even 15 seconds in to realize what they had done.
Oh, with deep fakes now, I'm surprised. They don't just do full on. And again, Ryan's watched the trailers.
That's okay. He turned the sound off. I don't. I like. It's not that I'm not excited for Black Adam. It's just that it's supposed to be like a continuation into the Shazam world.
Yeah.
And
Shazam is another one that's coming soon too in 2023.
Did you used to watch Shazam when you were kids?
No.
I did.
No,
I didn't like Shazam. I've
It
never.
was black and white, I think, but
Yeah, I've never seen. I don't remember that cartoon. I don't.
it was the live action.
Oh, okay. No, I definitely don't remember that.
anyways, I think it's gonna be good with Dwayne Johnson. It should be a fun movie. Well, I'll watch it for sure.
I think I'm rocked out.
You done with The Rock?
I'm not done with. I mean, I bag on him a lot because he went from being a health guru to
Yeah, selling.
vodka and tequila and whatever. And I don't know. I'm celebritied out, so just if they make a good movie, I'll be happy. If not, it's
Then
just
we
another-
got The Flash coming out in October. The Flash
No,
Paradox.
No.
It's been officially announced as October. For all so we know so far. For the Flash Flashpoint.
So wait, we don't know his like. This is what's stupid. Is it jumping to the Flashpoint paradox? We don't even know this Flash's backstory. The Flashpoint paradox is him going back to save his mom.
I'm just getting to the release.
Oh, I know.
dates.
We're just talking about. I mean,
Oh.
Bucky, you brought it up, man. You mentioned DC. I'm gonna talk about DC.
Oh, yeah?
My problem with Flashpoint is DC has not earned this. They're gonna blow their multiverse up. They're gonna get him to do one of his biggest storylines and just
Yeah.
Because,
Like
Jump
if they're
to it.
going to be doing it again, then they better bring their Snyder cutting again, because if they bring the first one, it's done. That franchise probably.
by that do you just mean like don't fuck up? Like they didn't fuck up.
They didn't
Snyder
fuck
couldn't
up.
finish, but
Snyder was
just
I
wait-
just don't. Yeah, like
wait for
don't-
him next time. Like, she's like, do you need a year? Cool, hiatus for a year on the movie. Like that would have been so much better, but so much less profitable than letting. Never mind. I just get so mad at Josh.
there's been
You
a lot
made
of.
me hate him.
I made you hate him?
Yes, because the jokes started to be funny, and then the more I remembered I knew, and I'm like, I really don't like his movies.
Come on.
I don't
man.
know. I was never really a Buffy
I
fan.
know, yeah.
I think that's the missing piece, right? I think if you love Buffy, of course you're gonna like the rest of it because it all has the
The same sense of
same
humor.
tone.
He does his shtick well.
No, he just does his shtick over and over again. There's a difference.
I've always enjoyed it. And
No, listen, both things, everything he's done has a huge following. I'm just bagging on him because, like, this is where I've gotten to with him because the jokes have to get more creative.
And they are looking like they are doing that route, because we do got Aquaman 2 coming out, and we've already gotten Wonder Woman 2,
Well, it sounds like
which was we're not going to talk about that one at all.
I haven't even watched it yet.
Yeah,
Honestly,
I watched-
everyone said it's so bad.
I watched half.
Did you ever watch
Maybe
Dollhouse by Joss Whedon? The
I
TV
don't
show?
know. No.
It was about girls, like young, attractive girls, of course, but they were at this secret facility, and they were prisoners there, basically. But they were, ninjas of every sort. But they were kind of mind wiped, and they would get rented out for different roles. So you could say, "Hey, I need an assassin or something, or I need or like just a maid, or I want, And there was implications of sex trade, of course,
That's dark.
and then one of them started waking up at the facility and realizing they were living these horrible lives, and she was able to start waking up some of the other girls too.
So Black Widow.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, in a sense, it was more though about they could be rented out for anything, and it was a lot of it.
He did that too.
A lot of it just took place at the facility.
That's why they thought she was a sex slave when they rescued the one that.
So I guess he just stole Dollhouse and made it into Black Widow. I didn't even really.
No, other way around. That's a Black Widow storyline from like the early 90s.
So yeah, the last
It was significantly different enough though, where
Yeah.
like, okay, it's not the.
In reality, it's probably more of the reason why he was able to get these roles as directing the films. But he's also got such a flowery look to what he does. So outside of Josh Whedon, that's the only reference was going back to the DC. With the Flashpoint paradox, do you really feel DC has earned it, or just like, all right, we've done so much wrong, let's just fuck it, throw a grenade at it? They have to figure out how to compensate for losing Ben Affleck. They're still apparently back in talks with Cavill, Superman.
Yeah.
So they have to possibly compensate for
The
two.
Witcher?
Again, I haven't seen that.
Oh, I've played the game and it's really good. He's a perfect Witcher.
I think he's not a bad Superman either. Like, I liked when he was all angry there for a minute. I'd like to see a dark Superman out of him.
He would have been the fucking perfect one for the evil Superman.
Yeah.
Like, God.
They just have to. All they have to do is not airbrush the mustache.
What about this theory? What if Iron Man purposely left the Marvelverse to save the DC universe and become the Batman?
No. Bad, Ryan.
No.
Give you time out. Make you smoke a
Speaking of
bowl.
the mustache, it cost something like $9 million.
Oh, geez, you haven't even smoked that bowl yet. You
And,
guys are way behind.
And then people on YouTube did it way, way better
Yeah, I
for
know.
free.
I've seen so many recreations of that.
But it was literally like
And then it got
$10 million.
it got rehashed when the Spider-Man fake came out. So there's a deep fake of Andrew Garfield leaning up against a railing with a green screen.
Yeah, I think I've seen that.
But it's not a fake. So some guy, after the leak, and I kind of think Marvel must have paid this guy to do this. Must have paid this guy to do this. But he went online and said, "This is how I faked it. It was my fake, yada, yada, yada." And then even better FX artists came back and said, no, this isn't how you faked it. None of those lines are here. You're not better than this, and this. And kind of figured out the picture was absolutely real, which you see later in the film it was, because it's the exact position that he's sitting in when he's talking to Tobey Maguire. But in that, everyone re-brought up the mustache and broke down how people could actually do this stuff better.
I agree.
Or,
All right, well,
Henry Cavill
Aquaman comes out in
the
December.
mustache and what a fake one on the other movie.
Aquaman 2.
No, you had other contractory obligations. Sorry, Aquaman 2 comes out when?
December, but they're competing against the new. We just talked about it.
Can we just acknowledge those
Avatar.
are ridiculous?
The new Avatar 2 is going to be coming out the same day Aquaman 2, so we'll see how that goes for them.
I mean, if I had to pick, like, so we're like, all right, we're going to one of these, pick one. I'm going to see Aquaman
Yeah,
every time.
yeah.
Avatar or Aquaman. If you're in front of the
Aquaman.
movie theater, you
Yeah,
have to go Aquaman.
Aquaman 2.
Unless it was
Aquaman
like
2 is going to be
IMAX
good.
3D.
It's kind of the one I'm excited for.
I mean, even Aquaman would be epic. In
No,
IMAX
if it
3D.
was IMAX 3D, I'd rather see Avatar because I did see it that way. Like I saw it the best possible you could. It's still seared into my brain.
And see, that's always how I describe why I don't like it, because if you saw it anywhere but there for the first time, you just didn't get that.
Oh, it was super memorable. Yeah.
I mean, I was impressed by the IMAX's history talk on whatever, or I saw the Cosmos thing there. I'm like, holy shit. So yeah, IMAX is always cool. But
But the movie sucked.
Yeah, it was just
Oh, yeah.
the effects that were
It
good.
was- yeah.
I saw the movie in '93. Fern Gully.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's Dancing with Wolves. It's Pocahontas.
Yeah. But it's Fern Gully, man.
And there's like he's got like 3 more. It's like and the dates. I love the ones that show the IMDb page because you can see chronologically that it's been pushed back like more than a decade, year by year, or 2 at a time.
Yeah, this is
No one cares anymore.
about Avatar.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, but that like when Cameron, because he keeps taking big breaks between things. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't release. Because like it or not, most of his films are pop culture impactful.
I hope this ends with him being considered an old man fool now, who invested everything in these crappy products that no one cares about.
I don't wish that really on anybody. I just
him.
think, yeah, like there's a
But-
lot. Maybe even we all hold on to too much. I really like that Marvel branches off into new directors and stuff. You know what I mean? Like they started with a couple indie directors, and then they take on new young directors all the time.
I picture the South Park portrayal of James Cameron, where he's so full, so full of himself and oblivious.
So he's portrayed twice on the show.
Are they singing the song?
Because there's another time where someone cuts him in half by accident. Oh no, sorry, that's Family Guy.
Okay, yeah, I'm like, I don't remember.
I
that.
bet just the James Cameron from Future Man, but I guess you guys haven't seen it, so
No, I haven't.
I can't comment
No.
on it.
But he wants to lower the bar, or I don't know,
Yeah,
not lower it.
he wants to lower the bar so low that he can get to the bottom of the trench.
Yeah.
So
But yeah, I think
he's-
Aquaman 2 is going to be sick.
I think he's convinced himself because of his greatness that he can't do wrong, and so these 16 other Avatar sequels he's already done are going to revolutionize the world the way Avatar kind of did it. Because people recognized it as
I mean,
Yeah.
visually.
Terminator, Alien.
Yeah, all that
These
stuff,
movies
amazing.
changed things.
Yeah.
Avatar changed box office numbers. That's it.
But I think
in my
he's
opinion.
convinced he's going to do something great with these, and it's just going to be okay. Let's check out the first 1 or 2.
If you would have applied that budget and that filming type to any movie at that point, with a better script, you would have had the same hit, if not better.
And how did he not?
Like if you
recognize
would have given
things?
Iron Man, the
Yeah.
first one, that technology and that budget,
Yeah,
like MCU, we wouldn't. What it would be DC? What?
yeah.
Like it'd be like they would have already been the biggest in the planet. How he didn't capitalize inside of that kind of golden 3-year mark.
How did he not hear unobtainium and go, we can't put that in there?
He made that.
I know, that's what
He wrote Unobtainium.
that's what, I mean, like, what's wrong with
He
the guy?
wrote that. It's like
That's a sign that mental illness is taken over on some level.
Yeah.
But something has gone wrong with him at that point.
oh my god. Poor James Cameron.
Come on, man. Unobtainium, the guy that made Aliens, putting that in a movie? Like, that's not the same person.
We might deify these people a little too much. He wrote
Yeah.
a handful of really good scripts,
They're
or he took.
crazy good.
But then look at Terminator, and you just find out later that he's like, "Yeah, all right. I kind of just took the whole concept. Sorry."
Oh, I know, but still, what he put together, and he was the one that made it big. So
Oh
that's-
yeah, like he still filmed
Yeah.
it. He still made the screenplay.
But now I think he's the crazy old man in a submarine going, Avatar 2 to 6 is going to be awesome and revolutionize. Because
How many does he actually?
There's like 4. I think there's 4 more.
So it's gonna be a 5-part series, or is it?
At least
like,
3. I want to check.
Yeah, let's do 3. Yeah, after 3, you either get
No, like
scrapped or
3
you get a
more.
prequel or sequel.
No. What he saw is probably,
Like Star
hey,
Wars.
Matrix did so well with their 4th. Let's do that. Anybody rewatch the Matrix yet?
No,
No,
Anybody going to?
I
probably
keep
not.
meaning to.
I might one day. I probably will, but not right now.
There's 5 coming, like in total. Avatar 2 is.
And how old is
This
James
year?
Cameron?
I'll check that next. Number 5 comes out in 2028, apparently.
Jeez.
Isn't he like 70? Maybe not.
54. Yeah, he'll be 70 in 2 years.
Oh, right. Yeah. So, wow.
Oh, he's almost old enough to run for president.
Mm.
So he'll be like 75 when the last one comes out. No, it's not. That's 8 years, 6 years from now. So yeah, he'll be 74.
4.
When the
I
last
mean,
one
he's probably
comes
gonna
out.
live past 90. He's a billionaire. And
Oh, Meatloaf died today.
I saw that.
That's sad. Did you hear that, Ryan?
Sorry, what?
Did you hear that Meatloaf passed away?
No, I
He
didn't.
died today.
He died today.
Or last night.
Last day.
True.
And another comedian, I forget his name already, but I recognized him. We all knew.
Swampweed Bowl. Ryan, what do you think they're going to do with Flashpoint? How do you think they're going to end it? Do you think
Louis
they're,
Anderson.
do you think they're just going to end with like just screw it and bring the first Batman back? Well, I mean the second Batman back, which is Vulture. I can't remember his name today.
Louis Anderson.
Louis
Did you ever
Anderson.
know him as a comedian?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he died today too.
Oh yeah.
Everybody's just dying.
Yeah, I watched that TV show,
I didn't watch that TV show, but I knew him as this
and I mean like
stand-up guy. Like
most of my childhood and adolescence, I was a devout Just for Laughs watcher. Every time it was, except for Gag. God, I hated Gags.
Gags was the one I fucking loved.
Ugh.
I didn't watch the other one.
Stand up is life. The lifeblood of civilization is the ability to make fun of itself. And I promise you, if we
Well, I love
let stand-up comedians die, the world will end the next day.
It already kind of is. That's why they're not allowed to talk. Anyway.
No, I think there's a couple freedom fighters in there that are fighting back. Russell Brand's show is still pretty good, I hear. And Dave Chappelle came out, and I think he's done a couple compelling both thought pieces, art pieces, and stand-up specials
You
in the
remember,
last couple of years.
Back, I guess a while ago, I talked about how much I like Bill Burr.
I also like Bill Burr.
Yeah, I haven't listened to him in a while. And
Actually, I got to apologize to Ryan because he kept bringing up, "You're going to watch F is for Family when it comes on." I'm like, no, man, we're too busy. We're watching too much on. He brought it up like for a month straight every day when we talked. Like, so you going to watch F is for Family when it comes out? Like, no, man, I'm not going to have time. And then, like, literally the night it came out, I just happened to be doing nothing, and I watched the whole fucking season in one sitting. I'm like, son of a bitch, he was right. I was going to watch it when it came out.
Well, I check in time to time because I haven't watched him in a while. And just so you know, on his podcast, his message is basically, and I'm paraphrasing, but you wouldn't be upset with this portrayal because it's accurate. He's like, "Hey, just shut up and get the vaccine."
Well, hey,
So that's where Bill Burr is.
everyone's got opinions and thoughts, and you just.
So I just want to put that out there because I haven't watched much of him lately.
I mean, I've been watching a lot of comedy specials and turning them on if I hear the word period. And where I stand on it now, both publicly and personally, is I just don't care. I don't want to be. I just want to smoke weed and talk about
Let's do that.
movies. Yeah.
Longer time.
Which you haven't waited for you guys for a while.
But yeah, what I think what's
no.
gonna happen in the Paradox is he's gonna do the whole time travel thing. Maybe a multiverse with the first
Oh.
Batman,
You need a bowl, you
Keaton. I think he's gonna be in the movie.
Thank you. I can
Uh,
do these.
Yeah, Keaton's.
Is it
I
good?
think he might. There's a rumor he might be announced in it. So I
Yeah,
think they're
he'll
gonna,
be, I think he's.
I think
I think
it's
it's
gonna happen.
more. I think it's like a sure.
So yeah, we're just gonna get jokes all around. They're gonna apologize for doing a bad job,
But-
and then they're gonna have to bring their A game in Aquaman 2, which I am excited for.
And yeah. Oh, right. You're answering the question. Gee, see, that's he did the Ryan thing.
Which is
I asked him that question like 25 minutes ago, or 20 minutes ago, but you and I got into a conversation. And I agree with you. I think that's kind of where they're going to go, is that they're
Yeah.
going to have to be a little self-referential. But the problem is that the Flashpoint paradox is usually Flash going back in time to stop the murder of his mother.
Yeah, it
And
is.
it's resulting in him not being Flash.
Mhm.
And if they try and tell that story and make it slapsticky, it's going to be pretty bad. So, like, I think the setup is going to be so in the Flashpoint Paradox comic book.
Yeah.
When he loses his power by going back in time and coming back,
Mhm.
he ends up finding Thomas Wayne as Batman, not Bruce. So when he goes to Batman, like, "Hey man, I need your help," and when he takes off, he's like, "I don't know you." He was like, "I'm Flash. We've been friends forever. What the fuck?" He's like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Bruce. Like, what do you mean?" He's like, and he tries to kill him. He's like, "Bruce is my son. He died in that alleyway. How did you know who my?" And kind of like a Martha, like, "Why did you say that name?" And then Thomas helps him get back to fix it. and sends him with a note for Bruce.
Mm.
And that note helps spark something later that I can't remember.
Yeah,
So these are all really important parts. Sorry?
Yeah, I'd be down for that story.
But these are all important parts to the Flashpoint Paradox originally. So, I mean,
Yeah.
if they just breeze over them and just make fun of their mistakes, DC doesn't seem to like to admit they made a mistake. So, I don't think we're going to get any of the, like, we're thinking too Marvel. I think they'll be really dark about it. I think the first quarter of this movie is going to be fucking depressing.
I they could go the other way with the Reverse Flash. Like that's what I was kind of thinking. He's chasing the Reverse Flash, and he goes too fast and ends up going into a multiverse.
Well, I mean,
Speed Force or something.
the reason he chases the Reverse Flash back is because he finds out the Reverse Flash goes back in time to
Kill his mom. Yeah,
Yeah.
it all can be connected. But
Yeah, so it all comes back to his, like, well, because DC people can have parents.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, superheroes can't have parents.
Yeah.
Spider-Man gets orphaned, and then Uncle Ben dies.
True.
Bruce Wayne's an orphan. Well, clearly Captain America's parents are dead. Sorry.
Yeah.
He's fucking 120.
Well, Marvel didn't show it, so that
He's
leaves it open.
120.
They
You
can
can
be
assume.
frozen.
Oh, true enough. Because he's somehow frozen inside a robot. Oh my god, I never thought about this. So you know at the end of the first What If episode?
Somebody wants leverage on Cap, so they kidnap his parents, or
And
fake
freeze
their
them
death.
forever?
Fake their death because he would.
He wouldn't. He might not even know.
Yeah.
But okay, think about this. At the end of the What If episode with Sharon Carter,
Yeah.
you know how she, Black Widow, shows her inside the case, and they see the Hydra Stomper, which was what Steve had when he was, the scrawny kid.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, and someone's inside it." Could you imagine if it was just like his decayed corpse? Like, I never even thought about that as a possibility. Or like it's zombie Steve, like,
I'm picturing those withered skulls.
what's the other option? He got the serum through something, and the other options are he got the serum and he's frozen. Because,
Well, we don't see the rest of his body. He could still be scrawny Steve.
well, I mean, but how is he surviving cryogenics in a time where it didn't exist?
Oh, they had mad scientists back there.
True, and I guess so, but like, why would they freeze him?
Or that German guy
Like,
that
he
lives
was
in
so
the computer
sad
and,
that they froze him so he could go find her in time.
It
and
doesn't
she
make
comes
sense
back.
at all why he would still be there, but
Yeah.
unless it's an alternate dimension, Captain America.
Well, there you go. I mean, now we're talking. This is a possibility. But yeah, I just mean next season we're gonna find out. But I mean, like, what if it was just the decaying remains? Sorry, how this all started, because that could be an option also.
What's the name of the girl who's the power broker?
Sharon Carter.
Yeah, so it is Sharon Carter. Okay, I'm just trying to keep
No.
track of.
There's Agent Carter is Margaret
Mm-hmm.
or Meg.
From the
yeah,
40s.
the
or
older
whatever it
one.
is.
Yeah. The younger one, the blonde, is the power broker, Sharon Carter. Yeah. Sorry,
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure. Yeah.
Well, you were talking about Sharon Carter earlier.
Oh, I didn't mean to then. I meant to talk about
Within
Agent
the last
Carter.
4 minutes.
I meant to say Agent Carter.
Okay, yeah. Right, because Agent Carter's the one that becomes with the super serum
Yeah.
and what if.
Yeah.
That's
I just
not
can't
her.
remember her first name right now.
And Sharon Carter's her. It's Peggy, isn't it?
Yeah, Peggy. Thank you, Margaret.
Then
Peggy.
she becomes Captain Carter.
Right.
Yeah, Agent
Her-
Captain. In this case, it's Captain Carter.
Is her
yeah.
daughter Sharon?
No, her sister's kid or her brother's kid.
So Sharon's her
Niece.
niece. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Brother's kid, obviously, because of the last name. Oh, yeah, brother's kid
Yeah.
because of the last name. And she's evil. Well, I mean, no, her country kind of abandoned her, so she said, "All right, fuck you, I'm out," and she went and became the power broker, apparently. Because remember, she was considered she was on the run because she helped Cap. She got them their gear in Civil War when he kissed his niece.
Yeah.
Ryan, if you were stuck in time, would you kiss your niece?
If it was Sharon Carter, I would.
All right, we're rounding 5, and unfortunately, we have to close it down because we have other things to do. We want to thank you for smoking along with us, and I think we got a little stoned today. We will definitely be back Monday for hopefully our 420, but no matter what, we'll be back for our.
No, I take that
9th.
back. If it was my niece, I would. Not by blood. That's weird.
It's not by blood,
Okay, that's fine.
and he doesn't. It's not actually his niece. It's only his niece if he goes back in time and marries her,
Marries who?
Peggy.
Right, but she would just still share blood with
Yeah.
Peggy, not
Yeah.
ever with Steve.
No.
Yeah, that is unless you did raise her.
No. That's all.
That's weird.
All right, we're not gonna. Oh, okay. Back up here. All right, everyone. We want to thank you for taking along, Ryan. Anything else you want to say?
Yeah, so I just want to leave it at I'm excited for Aquaman 2 because that's when DC I think is gonna maybe try to revive itself. Well, they're hoping. We're all hoping.
Flashpoint Paradox for me. I'm excited for it because I want to see how bad they're going to do it. But Batman's my most excited. So Aquaman's your property. That's what you want to see.
Yeah, Aquaman 2, The Lost City.
What's your favorite DC property coming that you're excited for?
You like
have to
Aquaman
pick one. You
didn't
can't say none. Sorry.
You like Aquaman 1 too? Or you like
I mean,
Flash?
it's okay. I'm not really excited about anything. I think.
Not even to see what they're going to do with the whole multiverse that you were.
Yeah, the whole
The
multiverse,
golden-
Black
the-
Adam
the
was
golden
just-
goose.
I guess I would be.
They're using the golden goose.
If I find out
Golden
there's
geese?
something that has a good story with that in it, that's what I want to watch.
I think that's you'll
So is
find
there
out
a
with
Flash?
Aquaman
There's a
2.
Flash movie coming. Right?
Flashpoint Paradox. Yeah, so they're going to
Okay, so I'll
retcon
list that.
everything with time travel and universe jumping.
I'll watch that one.
Well, because they have to pay. They literally have to. They had to make a movie to explain why Flash came out of a dimensional portal and told Bruce Wayne what to do. Like that's part of what happened in Justice League.
Yes, I remember the dream sequence.
It's not a dream sequence.
I know.
Flash came out of a dimensional portal, and we have no reason why that happened. So they have to make a movie about it.
Well,
So-
the funny thing is, though, RLM reviewed that movie at the time, and Rich Evans points out, "Oh, this would make sense if Flash is using his power," and he explains how Flash can do this stuff. So even at the time it happened, people were aware of what it.
I know.
But then the movie says, "No, that's not what it is. It's a dream."
Sort of, yeah.
But that was
What?
the messed up movie. Snyder kept fixing stuff.
And all right, we could get more into. We don't usually talk about DC much, but we can get more into this on Monday. As for now, we do have to run. Thank you for joining us, and all right, well, stay tuned and stay lifted.